Highly conductive, absolutely beautiful, and very expensive. We're here today with Adam, and we're talking about copper skillets. Did you win the lottery?
And I spent it all in one shot on this testing. These things can get really expensive.
Yeah, they sure can.
You know, copper is legendary for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's gorgeous.
Yes, it is.
Number two, it's expensive, as you said. Number three, it's super conductive of heat. Like, it responds really quickly to heat changes. We're curious about how these fit into a modern 21st century kitchen, so we're doing a little testing here. We have 7 different skillets. They're all roughly sort of the 11 to 12 inch size. The price range was $100, which wasn't terrible, up to $435.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where you start to get expensive.
That's more than I paid for my first car.
Alongside all of these pans, we also tried all the cooking tests in our favorite traditional skillet, the All-Clad D3, just to see how they compared. Let's talk about copper in general first. Number one, as I said, it is super conductive. It's second only to silver in terms of heat transfer speeds. It's 1.5 times faster than aluminum, which is known to be really fast. It's 25 times faster than stainless steel.
Yeah, it's not just pretty, it actually is there for a reason.
It totally,
Right.
It really responds to heat changes. Number two, copper is seriously reactive to acids like vinegar or wine, something like that. So it's always lined. You just don't cook with an unlined copper skillet. In the old days, it would be lined with tin like this.
Right.
You can still get these, but tin is kind of fragile. This is one that we tested alongside the lineup, and look what happened.
Yeah, I have an old copper skillet that I've had to have relined twice.
Exactly. So we recommend steering clear of tin and going for a stainless steel lining, which is also non-reactive.
Right.
It's going to be a lot tougher. Copper is dense. So these pans tend to be fairly heavy. They were close to twice the weight on average of our favorite All-Clad D3 traditional skillet. That means that the handles are important because you're lifting a lot of pan here. Traditionally, they would be something like this in cast iron.
Right.
You can also get them in stainless steel. Testers did not have a huge preference as long as the handle was comfortable and well balanced. Stainless steel ones took a little longer to heat up, so that's a slight benefit there.
Right.
And as with any skillet, we like to have a generous cooking surface, and in this group, that meant roughly 9 to 9.5 inches. There are 2 types of construction among this group. This is a copper body pan with a stainless steel lining. Stainless steel slows down the responsiveness of copper. That's seen by some companies to be sort of a drawback, so they'll make a big point out of how thin a lining they can put on their pans.
Okay.
In our testing, we actually found that it wasn't necessarily a drawback because copper transfers heat vertically very quickly, and you can get hot spots in copper. The stainless steel sends the heat out horizontally and evened out the heat.
Just better disbursement.
Better disbursement, heat distribution.
There we go.
Exactly. If you want to go for the bling and you're willing to do the work and spend the money, this is the pan to go for.
Right.
This is the Mauviel Meritage M200CI round fry pan in the 11.9 inch size. $435, not cheap, but very responsive, a joy to cook with. The food turned out beautifully.
And these are almost indestructible at this point.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
This
you're
will
be
last
passing it down.
great-grandchildren, great-great-grandchildren. There's a second construction type. These 2 pans are copper clad. And that means that there's a very thin layer of copper on the inside sandwiched between layers of aluminum and stainless steel. And you can see there's just barely a little bit of copper visible at the bottom there.
Yeah, somebody went at that with a copper Sharpie, I think.
Copper Sharpie. There are certain benefits to this. It's a little lighter than the super heavy copper pans. It's easier to handle. It's certainly easier to maintain. You don't have to polish copper, but you're going to lose the bling factor. This one is the All-Clad Copper Core 5-ply bonded fry pan, 12 inches. If this is the construction style that appeals to you more, $265 will buy you this pan. It was a terrific performer. It's just not going to look quite as flashy.
I gotcha. Well, you don't want to just hang these beautiful things on the wall. You want to use them.
Absolutely.
There you go. And if you want to buy the winner, it's the Mauviel Meritage M200CI round fry pan, 11.9 inch, and it retails for $435. And our best copper core option is the All-Clad Copper Core 5-ply bonded fry pan, and that one is 12 inches and $265.
We hope you enjoyed this video as much as we enjoyed making it.
Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel.
And if you're ready to take your cooking to the next level, head over to americastestkitchen.com and get a free all-access trial membership.
While you're there, you can sign up for our free email newsletters and download our app.
With unlimited access to over 14,000 of our test kitchen recipes and 8,000 product reviews, you'll have everything you need to cook and learn.
So I ask, what are you waiting for?
Let's make something great together.